Welcome to Essex County College's Community Education Forum TV series. Now here's your host, Mr. Alfred Bundy.
Welcome to Essex County College Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy, and the Executive Director for Institutional Advancement here at the college. Our first guest is the President of the College's Student Government Association. Let's meet Newark resident Naylah Young. Welcome, Ms. Young.
Hi, how are you?
Just glad to have you here. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in East Orange campus.
Fantastic. Now, you're this first year, second year at Essex?
Technically, this is my third.
Your third? Okay.
My last year within the nursing program.
Okay, and you're becoming a nurse, okay?
Yes.
Is that hard?
A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, sacrifice.
Okay, but we can't have enough good nurses. We need you
That's true.
badly. Have you always had an interest in politics, or is this something new for you?
It's actually not something new for me. I liked to do debating when I was in high school.
Nice.
Because my original interest was law, but then medical and even healthcare became a second love to mine once my grandmother got sick.
Okay. Now, do you see yourself pursuing the law down the road, or just going to?
No, I've completely transitioned.
All right, to nursing.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Any spoken word in that background?
No, not really.
Not really?
No.
Not really, okay. All right, so what do you feel is the most important role that the student government can play here at the college?
Well, I've made my mission statement to be like bringing student life back to ECC because I feel like that's the only place that we're kind of really lacking in when it comes to students. So since we have like a wide range of diverse groups and clubs, 36 to count, I believe, I feel like we're just missing that community element, just bringing student life back to ECC.
Now, I see that you're having, what do you want to call them, engagement events every month? Tell me about
student forums.
Student forums.
They will be hosted in the cafeteria, and that was one of the things that I felt like if I can get where, you have that comfort space where you're eating, laughing, talking, and if I can impose on that, then maybe I can bring that community.
Now, would it be certain issues or topics covered during those?
Well, our last one, which we just hosted yesterday, that was just basically a meet and greet to where SGA came to the students so that they know our faces, know what we stand for. So we're basically putting ourselves out there. But upcoming, we will be having like designated topics coming up so that it can further enmesh the students here.
And plus, students need a forum to discuss things and to
Of
share
course.
and to help you as the leader to have a good idea of what's on their mind.
To properly advocate for them,
Absolutely.
for them to have that space and that time to feel like they heard. So I feel like that was very important.
Extremely important. Why don't you share with us the names of the other officers that are part of your of the Student Government Association?
So directly underneath me is my Vice President, Vanessa. She's in charge of ICC, which is basically Interclub Council.
Now, what's Vanessa's last name?
I believe it's Pavilion.
Pavilion. Okay. All right.
I didn't want to say it
You
because
don't
I didn't want to butcher it.
Okay.
So with that involved with ICC, basically it runs all 36 of our clubs here, and it's a wide range. It's from crocheting to taekwondo to basically engineering. We also have a nursing one, NSO. So just to be in charge of all those and just bring a sense of community within them is a big job. We also have our secretary. We couldn't live without Amira. She helps run it. We also have returning students such as Ethan or I've just butchered her name. Ariana, I believe that's her name. She's our parliamentarian.
Okay.
She basically is number one with helping me and basically mentoring me through this position because it's very new, just showing me how it goes.
All right. Well, it's important, and we always want to recognize the members of your executive team. Now, what are some of your goals that you hope to accomplish in this next year under your leadership?
So my main goal, as I said, was just basically bringing student life back and just seeing what Essex can be outside of the regular stigma of community college. Okay. Like, I'm coming here to get education and go home. No, I want you to be a little bit more involved. I want you to find a club that's for you and, stick with it. So I just feel like if we, continue to put pressure and show them like we're out here, we're active and we're trying to advocate, even with our survey that we just put out, that I hope that everybody gets engaged with. We got a lot of feedback so
What
far.
did you learn from that survey? Was there anything that stood out?
What stood out is activities. They want to see a lot more activities here at Essex County College, whether it be movie nights or, I know we just opened the game lounge downstairs in the student dash center.
Correct.
It's stuff like that. They want to see game nights, just more activities here that just builds that sense of community, honestly.
All right, so not too far from now, you will graduate.
Yes,
okay?
next year.
And what's that legacy you want to have left behind? What do you want people to say about Naylah Young's leadership?
I honestly thought about that when applying to be the SGA president. And they say that a lot of this is the first nursing student that ever took on the role. So I honestly want to show that nurses can be leaders on and off the unit. And just so that my nursing cohort can see, even ones underneath me that just came in like 104, can see that even though we have a strenuous schedule, that we can be more involved in our community. And it's that inkling that if we're involved with the community now, that we'll be better involved once we get into the hospital.
Right. And I think that even helps us with your kind of bedside manner in some ways.
Of course.
Did you know where they're coming from, or you know about their neighborhood or their community? And I think that helps any medical or healthcare professional. All right, look into your crystal ball, 5 years out. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'm giving myself a goal of being a CRNA, which is a certified registered nurse anesthetist. So that's basically the nursing side of anesthesiologists.
Okay.
So I see myself basically, and that's a doctorate program now.
Nice.
So that's a big goal for me.
Okay, all right. Where would you go to graduate school for that?
Right now, I'm looking into Rutgers and Newark.
Okay.
I want to stay within my community and show people that within Newark residents that you can build something special here and stay within your community and use your community resources to the best of that ability.
Naylah, how can someone contact you or contact SGA? Do you have a website? Or
we actually have SGA email. So our email is sga@exis.edu. Or if you want to contact me personally, which I'm not opposed to at all, my email here at Exis is nyong4@email.exis.edu.
And we're going to make sure we put both of those websites and email contacts for you. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. If you had one word to best describe Naylah Young, what would be that one word?
Endurance.
Endurance. Hey, that's
I would
a great
pick that
word.
one.
Hey, and especially some of them long nights of medical care. It's going to need endurance.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Naylah, for
It's no
coming
problem at all.
with us on the forum. Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back.
Whether it's jump-starting a new career or working toward your degree, Essex County College provides access and opportunities to succeed. ECC offers biology, engineering, computer science, nursing and health sciences, criminal justice, business, liberal arts, supply chain management, and social science in-demand programs. Learn more today about Essex County College. Students first.
Welcome back to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. Our next guest is the president of NetTarius Technology Solution. It's my pleasure to welcome to the forum Mr. Derrick Law. Thank you.
It's an honor to be here with you.
Tell us a little bit about your company, NetTarius.
Well, NetTarius is a 23-year-old company based here in Newark, New Jersey. We are an IT system integrator. We specialize in the deployment of broadband technology, provide support for public and private sector to help them with end-to-end solutions with their technology deployments.
That's fantastic. And describe, I know here at the college we have a partnership with you in our workforce development area. Share with our audience what that program is all about.
Sure, very exciting program. So that partnership is with our company Ramp Up America, who specializes in workforce development and training and consultant services. And so the training is focused on helping individuals get certified in telecommunication and broadband industry by giving them pathways to our level 1, level 2, level 3 fiber training program. So level 1 is fiber installer, level 2 is fiber technician, and level 3 is fiber mastery. And so we're excited about partnering up with Essex County College on this program, and we're about to start our second cohort with them.
Now, I think we call it our Fiber Optics Career Unlock Success Program, which I love that title.
I love that title.
Unlocking Success. Now, where is fiber used? And kind of explain it to maybe our audience out there who doesn't know enough about what fiber connects and how it's utilized in their everyday world.
Yeah, it's amazing as you get to know fiber. Most people thinking about fiber on a cooking pan or something like that, but fiber is used for everything. Our cell phones, the glass is based on fiber technology. But fiber for broadband is used to connect middle mile and last mile. Middle mile is what we use to connect all of the cities, all of the counties, all of the towns together in a high-speed internet connection. Then last mile is the connection that we bring to the homes, to the businesses, to the cell phone towers that you use so that the transmission of data can be sent to and from.
And I think that's real important because that's all our young people are doing is dealing with their cell phones all the time. And most of us are using some type of streaming to watch our favorite television. You did mention that you have various partners. Talk to us about some of these partners and their role in the training that we have.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we take pride in right now is the ecosystem of partnerships, right? So being a partner with Essex County College with the experience that they have based on delivering and workforce development and training was just an excellent partnership for this training program that we're doing. My partnerships consist of various companies. My partner Garth Nahr, which is Avatar Tech, they are a huge broadband and infrastructure company that's based here in Newark and does deployment throughout the city of Newark with Newark Fiber. And then we have Ramp Up America with my partnership with James Walker, Ramp Up America, and that's our workforce and development and training program.
I know this program has just been so well received, and that we've been able to get our state to help fund this training. What's the plan to continue this training? Because it seems like it's much needed. Is there other programs on the drawing board?
Yes, this is absolutely to expand this program. The fiber installer training program is based on infrastructure. And so when you think about infrastructure, is the cable that connects you. But everything related to broadband has, from a top-down perspective, cybersecurity, data center technician programs, help desk and tech support, customer service, field service technician, surveyors, so many different areas that this touches. And so the expansion of this is linking each one of these to a pre-apprenticeship training program along with an apprenticeship program that's interconnected with the various employers in these sectors that need this type of work.
And you know, those who are in our training program, that's the bottom line. Even for our workforce development, our Training Inc., that's their main objective, is to get people to work and give them jobs. What are some of the real jobs? Let's talk about those job titles, what they look like, and even what maybe some of the starting salaries may look like. What are some of the jobs that come out of this training program?
That's a great idea. That's what ultimately that's what this is all about, is jobs. Starting salary based on IT, broadband technology can be from $50,000 to $65,000, starting salaries, okay? But if you continue with the pathways that we're offering in partnership with Essex County, Some of these jobs you can make $150,000, $175,000 a year based on how far you want to take it. And this is just with certification and training, okay? This is not necessarily having an accredited degree. If you have the accredited degree, we encourage people to continue on that path because it only strengthens them. But the pathway into technology, if you're talking about IT, data center, and it's really simple, inside plant, outside plant. And so if you're going to be a technician based on an inside plant, working in a data center, you can be doing things based on Cisco, you can be doing things based on HP, rack and stacking servers. Those jobs start $75,000, $85,000, $95,000 a year.
Awesome.
And the training is literally, if you put it in, probably a year, 2 years that you put that training in. And now you have so many people that you probably couldn't get employed with.
Now, I know we've made a very special emphasis to work with underrepresented students and even those who are considered adult learners. Why is that important? Why is that population being focused on?
Yeah, you touched on a passion of why I find myself in this. You know, being someone that was born and raised in the city of Newark, not with so many opportunities. And it's really focused on, right, those unserved and underserved individuals, right, to give them a pathway like I had. You know, technology is what gave me my pathway to get my first job with connection communication cable. And then forward 20, 30 years later, I'm doing all types of amazing things in technology. So the focus is to lead or give exposure to those individuals that are in these communities, right, to the various pathways in technology and give them the help all the way along the way through our partnerships, whether it's with mentoring, whether it's with skill up training, whether it's with these areas, so that when we connect them into our ecosystem, we're able to guide them along that pathway, not just to let them go, but no, give them the encouragement, give them the training, and show them, here's the end result, and this is what you can do. You just got to put the time into it.
And I think what's so wonderful about what you're saying is helping these folks that live in these neighborhoods to know that you don't have to just be a consumer.
No.
You know, you can be a provider. You can be a person who actually becomes well off and have a job and a career. Many of us are so afraid of technology because we know that it's in many cases maybe eliminating jobs. What you're showing people is this is a way that many new jobs are being created. You just have to be trained and prepared to do it.
You just have to be trained. And there's this fear level based on what's happening with AI technology. I often like to say to people, AI, or like with any technology, when you learn how to use it, then it can become beneficial for you. If you want to learn how to use it to be better in your job, learn how to use it to be better in your job. If you want to learn how to use it so it can enhance what you're doing in your business, learn how to use it in your business. So I look at AI as that third eye that you can use to help you, right, to get to what your goal is.
I really want to thank you for all that you're doing. A simple message you want to leave to folks who are considering maybe looking at this type of training, this type of technology development in their own life. What do you want to tell them?
Oh yeah, I leave this, you know, find a passion that you enjoy and pursue it. I often tell my students and other people, and it goes back to this simple thing. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you are outclassed, you are. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. You have to think high to rise. You have to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster person, but sooner or later, the person who wins is the person who thinks you can. So I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here with you. Thank you so much for having me here.
And thank you, and keep sending that message, that strong message to our students and to our community. But before we go, I want you to take a look at our alumni corner and meet Edward North from the class of 2015. Essex County College made a difference in his life. He's now making a difference in the world. Check this out. Welcome back to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. Our next guest is an adjunct professor and alumni here at Essex County College. She's here to talk about her career in healthcare. Please welcome Ms. Monae Haskins to the forum. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm delighted to have you here.
So excited to be here.
Now, a little before we started taping, I learned a little bit more about your courses and programs and certificates and diplomas you got here at Essex. So briefly share with us your major and all the kind of graduations you've had here at Essex County College.
Okay, sure. Thank you for asking. When I got to Essex County, I was 40. I had dropped out of high school when I was 16, so I came with a GED. So I went through the LPN program and I graduated from that. And then from there, I went to the health IT program that you guys had at the time. I graduated from that. And then I came back and I did my LPN to RN here. And I graduated with my associate's degree in nursing in 2013.
That is awesome. That is
Thank you.
awesome. And let's talk about what happens after. You even have more training and education in nursing. Talk to me about where you went to.
So when I left here from Essex, I transitioned to my bachelor's program at the College of St. Elizabeth in Morristown. And there I was able to achieve my Bachelor of Science in nursing.
Well, let's commend you and congratulate you, and you're a perfect example of what adult learners can do. So that's awesome.
Thank you. I also like to mention I'm currently at Caldwell University in my Master's of Science in Nursing.
Oh, well, congratulations, and I'm so glad to hear that. Listen, I'm going to call you Doc because you're going to make it into the PhD in nursing soon. Currently, you work for Atlantic Health Systems, and you do something called Senior Application Analyst.
Yes.
Talk to us and explain what that entails.
Well, an application analyst is a person that works on the electronic health record. In our case at Atlantic, we utilize Epic's health system. And so an analyst is responsible for optimizing all the module and clinical modules within there in terms of documentation. There's some sort of coding. There's also programming. There's, there's chart capture. There's all these things that an electronic health record makes up for the patient.
So it seems like we kind of using technology does this speed up the process for the patient care?
Yes, it can, and the technology now leverages a lot of clinical decision support tools, right? So this way it's kind of having an assistant right at the bedside with the practitioner. He can utilize those tools via the electronic health record. And then it also serves as a hub for data, patient data, and the interoperability of that patient data when patients go from one health system to another, even if it's in another state. So,
right, so now the chart can help follow
Absolutely.
and it has accurate information. But tell me, as a degree in nursing, how that helps you do that job.
Well, actually, nursing helps me bring a clinical perspective to the world of technology, right? Because all these things have to derive from certain subject experts, right? So I work on the clinical portion of the system.
I see.
And being a nurse, I am able to understand the different clinical and nursing workflows that we look at in order to better our patient outcomes.
One thing I'm proud to say about you is that you have never forgot Essex County College. Not only do you work here part-time, but more importantly, you've come back to talk to our students from time to time and participated in panel discussions. What do you tell our students when you come here?
Well, that's one of the things that I absolutely love the most. And what I tell students is, I'm just like you, and you're just like me. Right? As I mentioned, you know, I dropped out of high school when I was 16. And there's always a chance to turn your life around and make something of yourself. I still reside in Newark. I'm still a part of the community.
Fantastic.
And it doesn't matter when you start. I started at 40
Yes.
after a successful career on Wall Street. So that's kind of the message that I want to bring. If I could do it, you can do it too. And I'm here to help you do that.
Right, right. It certainly is not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's how you finish.
Oh, that's so great. Now, you're now teaching the next generation of nurses. What's that like? And tell me what that feels and means to you.
Oh my gosh. One, I feel a lot of gratitude, right, to be able to share what I've learned with other student nurses, especially in the world of healthcare IT. I also like to share that, you know, nursing, bedside nursing may not be for you. There's so many different facets of nursing that you can get into and actually make a difference in patient care, if not individualized, but even more on a global level. So it's just super exciting to see. We are in such a shortage of nurses.
Yes, we do have a huge shortage. People don't know that's like an ongoing need of hospitals and in the health field everywhere.
And even outside of the hospital, because now a lot of care is being transitioned into the ambulatory space, right? You see more minute clinics and a lot of provider practices doing more care in the community. So it's a great need in all facets.
One word best describes Monae Haskins.
Oh, gosh.
One word.
Perseverance.
Perseverance. Hey, and you are certainly a shining example of perseverance. And
thank you so much.
you are an outstanding alumnus. We're glad that you are here. We're glad you are teaching and doing all these good things, and much continued success to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thanks again for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you again, Monae. You have been watching Essex County College's Community Education Forum. For more information on Essex County College, visit our website at essex.edu. And to catch any of our community education forums, check us out on Facebook or YouTube. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. We will see you next time.
You've been watching Essex County College's Community Education Forum. For more information on Essex County College, visit essex.edu. To catch any of our Community Education Forum shows, check out Facebook or YouTube. We'll see you next time.